Killer app. Hopefully we'll get another tracker in soon. But here we go. We got a heart piece at Link's house. All 4 runners starting at Link's. And here's a map check. We got a red crystal at Eastern and regular crystals at Desert and Hera. All 4 runners are going to take the Uncle route. Simo getting a little bomb drop there. An 8 bomb drop, in fact, which is really nice. Killer app also getting that drop. And we got a bottle off the Uncle. And silver arrows in the Uncle chest. So, pretty nice start there. So I imagine with that bottle, all the runners are probably going to head to Kakariko next. And a shovel in the Sanctuary. So it's kind of convenient. They can just route that in with their Kakariko checks. So looks like most of the runners heading straight for the Lost Woods. Digidude, the only one who's going to go up and check Lumberjack first. And now Digidude getting his own 8 bomb drop. So it looks like all the runners found an 8 bomb drop, which is always really nice to get in the first couple minutes. Just a red rupee there. And looks like just bombs on the Lumberjack tree. So that Lumberjack item, of course, you need to defeat Aghanim to get to that item. They won't need to do that. Although, you never know, they still may need to fight Aghanim for Dark World access. And so all the runners now heading into Kakariko, all taking basically the same route. The only difference, Digidude stopped off to check that Lumberjack tree. But other than that, everyone's been doing exactly the same things. Now we got a heart container, a fire rod, big 20, and big 50. And in back we have another 50 bucks. And now we're going to take a look at the Kakariko well. We got a piece of heart and some arrows. And there's a moon pearl and blue mail. So, a couple of nice items in there. And bottle vendor with a biggest strip off of all. Pay 100 rupees, get 1 back. Simo getting that chicken clip. Finding just 20 bucks in the chicken hut. And with that bottle, we can check Sick Kid. Just 3 bombs there. And back of tavern, just a heart piece. And runners heading down to South Kakariko, just some bombs in the library. And gonna check the race game. And that is the boots. Always nice to have boots early on. So all the runners, fortunately, going to be grabbing those pretty early. So we get those boots, run over, check that shovel spot. And after this, I would guess they'll probably just head down to South Shores. We've got a few nice items, but nothing that really points us in any particular direction, so probably the best play here will be just to continue on with your normal Light World checks. And get a heart container from the dig spot. Not progression, but you'll take a heart container early on. Alright, so Killer App actually going to head over towards the eastern area. Simo and Wolfie both going to do the South Shore checks. We'll see if Killer App's just checking the closet or if he'll actually go into eastern. And we find out Green Pendant is in Misery Mire. Simo now heading into Mini Moldorm Cave. And Killer App finding a glove and the hammer, wow. So Satchel's closet loaded, that gives us Dark World access right off the bat. Simo meanwhile finding a sword and a bow. So South Shore and Eastern plays both having some value here. Wolfie meanwhile gonna head over to check Agina. And I guess also the Desert Ledge. And Digidude starting on the South Shore checks. Simo checking out Ice Rod Cave. Finding 300 bucks in there. That'll bring him pretty close to Zora money. Agina's Cave with a blue boomerang. And it looks like Simo is going to do a water walk and check out some of these flipper locations. Ooh, almost got hit by that fireball. I did not see what was on the Hylia Island there. Oh, here's a Dark World map check. We got a pendant at Pod and a green pendant at Mire, another pendant at Ice, and I think that was a 5-6 at Skull Woods. Oh, I did not see what was on the Hobo. And Killer App checking out Hype Cave. We got looks like not a whole lot in there going on, so Hype Cave as usual is a bust. Simo heading up to Sahashua. So he'll get his Dark World access in here. And Simo actually going to head into Eastern. He does have the bow now, so this makes sense. No lamp, but with the fire rod, those dark rooms shouldn't be too hard. Digidoo, meanwhile, also going to make the water walk play, and that is just a heart container on Hylia Island. Killer App, meanwhile, heading up towards Catfish. And I'm joined, got a co-com now, Fear Agent. How you doing?
Doing well. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. We got an interesting seed. We had Boots at the start. We got Dark World access less than 10 minutes in, with both the glove and hammer being in Sahasrah's closet. So a very wide open seed to begin with.
Those are always fun.
Yeah. So all the runners kind of heading in different directions. We also had a mini Moldorm Cave had a sword and bow. So that has sent Simo over into Eastern Palace. All of our pendants are in the Dark World today. Pod, Ice Palace, and Misery Mire are the 3 pendants.
Yeah, I was actually watching.
Oh, okay.
It's unfortunate for Killer App. It looked like, wow, that was a really good play going to Sasha's closet right away, getting Dark World access, but skipping out on the bow and stuff kind of stinks. But it looks like he's actually routing it in now.
Yeah. What did that hint say? The unique item requires the boots? Was that? I thought that's what that said. I might have missed it. And Digidoo, meanwhile, picking up his Dark World access. And gonna head into Eastern as well.
All right, I'm all set up now. Sorry. Getting the chat up and getting all going.
Right.
So everyone's got the bow, and Killer App's picking that up now.
Yeah. Oh, he found another sword somewhere. I missed that.
So you got Dark World. He didn't go immediately into Dark World after getting Dark World access, correct?
He did actually. He did a hype cave to Pyramid to Catfish. So he must have found that sword at. Okay, chat saying Catfish was the sword. So that's nice. Oh, unique item requires the hammer. Okay, so that hint often refers to Swamp Palace, specifically the big chest, although there's a number of other places it can also refer to.
Yeah, Ice Palace as well.
And so Simo, Digidoo, and Wolfie all making the Eastern play. Killer App holding off on that, and he's going to head over to probably do Skull Woods here, I would guess. And then maybe down towards Thieves Town as well. Makes sense. You got 2 crystals you can fully clear right now.
Yeah, the bow is one of those items where it feels like, oh, it's sending you to Eastern, but the bow only actually unlocks 1 item in Eastern. And if you don't have the lamp, obviously it's not in logic anyways.
Yeah.
The bow is one of those items like it's nice to have in case you have to do, Eastern or Pod, but it's usually not an item that unlocks a lot in the late world. And in Pod, it could unlock a lot.
Yeah. Killer App, meanwhile, finding the flute at the chest game. With Meyer being a pendant, that may not be required, but it's always a nice item to have. Alright, Simo taking care of the Armos Knights.
Yeah, I'd be tempted with the fire rod, the bow, and the hammer to go hype cave to pod, honestly. I know it's a
You know,
pendant, but man, it feels so often that pendant pod has some sort of progression.
yeah, 5 items in pod. It's a very dense location. And pretty quick to do if you skip out on Helmosaur. Simo checking out the back of Escape. Don't think we've seen this yet. Gets a full heart. Decides does get a key, but just decides not to do Dark Cross without the lamp.
So pendant pod, pendant mire, pendant ice palace. That's fun.
Well,
3 of our runners seem to be running very similar routes.
yeah. Well, all of our runners basically took the same route to start. They all did Uncle. All went straight to Kakariko after that. And then only Killer App diverged by going towards Sahasrara first, whereas the other 3 runners went straight to South Shore. And Killer App, meanwhile, heading into Thieves Town. Sorry?
No, so as open as it is, it's funny how linear they're all playing it. And we haven't seen Escape, right? Like nobody's done Zelda Cell.
No one's been in front of Escape. No one's been up to the mountain yet. Of course, we don't have logical mountain access anyway. But
well, with that flute, you do.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But you don't have a mirror or a hook shot, so heading up there's usually not worth it quite yet.
Yeah.
I like the play by Simo of heading straight up to Skull Woods. Skull Woods is a crystal. You've got the fire rod.
Yeah,
it's not the most fun to do with Fighter Sword, but he does have the hammer, so.
Yeah. I'm surprised Killer App didn't go straight for Skull Woods, instead opting for Thieves Town first. Wolfie checking out Stumpy. And gets a bottle of green goo there.
So we are getting some divergence here now that everyone's got access to the Dark World. Wolfie going from Hype Cave west. The Killer App going into Village of Outcast in Thieves Town. And then Simo due north, going with Skull Woods. We'll see how it all shakes out, I guess.
Yeah, Simo opting to dive right into the left side of Skull Woods front and not finding a key there, so I had to go through the pinball room. And that was an interesting dash along the side of the pit. I didn't even know you could do that.
That Pepsi can really changes the Maiden's sprite quite a bit there.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That is funny stuff.
The only sprite I don't recognize is Wolfie's. Is that one of the new ones?
I think so. I'm not sure what it is. Wolfie, interestingly, is going to fake Flipper here. I actually ran all the way down to South Shore just to do this.
Yeah, this is surprising. Like, there's so much to do. You know, you've got Crystal, Skull Woods, Crystal, Thieves Town all open to you. And they're choosing the fake Flipper now. That's a little strange.
Yeah.
Did Killer App saved and quit out of Mini Moldorm Cave and didn't check Ice Rod Cave? Did anybody else check that?
Ice Rod Cave was 300 rupees, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So that was done. I don't know if anyone actually went up to Zora. I know Hobo was done.
I mean, hopefully for Wolfie this pays off, but this is quite the risk when there's so much out there to do.
Yeah.
I actually like Killer App's routing of this a bit, skipping out on Eastern, hoping to maybe find the mirror and like combo maybe pod and Eastern a bit.
Yeah, I mean, even finding the lamp would it would make it a little bit faster and easier, and of course put it fully into logic.
Yeah.
But here's so Simo now taking on Mothula with Fighter Sword and Hammer. Does have blue mail. And,
Blue mail
a good
doesn't do a
number of
lot
hearts.
here though.
No, does protect you against Mothula's beams. And Simo having a bit of a tough time here. Gets in a couple of hits.
Hitbox on that hammer is just so tight.
Oh no. I think it was probably just one hit from getting him, but it is unfortunate.
Yeah, heading back. Gonna have to refill up on some magic here.
Yeah. That's the risk of charging into Mothula. If you do take a death, not only do you have to go all the way back, but you also have to find a magic refill.
Zora not having anything for us as well. Wolfie, that was pretty costly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Wolfie is doing here. Maybe save scumming? Yeah, save scumming that money. So that makes sense. That'll give him pod money at least. Doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, Fighter Sword, Hammer, Moth early is usually not the most fun. If you want to play, if you want to get good at it, just play a lot inverted.
Yeah. Killer App, meanwhile, having Master Sword should be a much easier fight. Simo already down to 3 hearts.
Yeah, I know the hammer does more damage, but I would actually be doing sword spins here. It's slow and laggy, but at least it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, I find the lag actually helps dodge the spikes there, so obviously makes the fight a lot slower, but you're a lot more likely to survive.
Yeah,
And
taking 2 deaths there is just, that's so costly. Unfortunate for Simo.
I imagine Simo probably gonna try again.
Perseverance is his first name.
And Wolfie checking Dark Cross here, and that's just bombs.
Yeah, it feels like the best bet is to dive dungeons right now and check overworld items as you're doing those dungeons. Ooh, Digidude getting Wallmaster there.
And Simo down to 2 hearts again, gets wall mastered. I think his best bet here is to come back later, but he is not going to do that. He's going to charge ahead. Killer App, meanwhile, having taken down Mothula.
Yeah, blinking, he missed that one. Killer App just took down Mothula really quick.
Yeah. Again, having that Master Sword makes Mothula significantly easier.
Alright, so Digidu and Simo going to be taking on Moth.
Yeah, this time Simo has a bit of magic, so should be able to get in a few fire rod shots.
Ooh,
gets a nice magic, yeah.
Yeah, the whole full refill, that's super helpful. I wasn't paying attention to the items in Swamp, our Skull Lids, excuse me. Didn't seem like we found anything that good.
No, I think it was mostly a bust. We do have that big key off of Mothula, which Killer App is about to check. Simo finally gets the moth down.
Yeah, he's not even messing around with that fire rod, just going straight with the hammer still. And Digidude gonna take a death there. So this Skullwood's proven pretty tough for our runners today.
Yeah. The flute was in the chest game. Master Sword, there was one on Catfish and one on Mini Moldorm Cave. So Killer App now heading down to do these southern checks.
So what do we have left in logic? We've got Death Mountain. There's a couple items in Death Mountain, or actually just one logically. We've got Agina's Cave. We got the Front of Escape.
Yeah, I think their biggest source of items might be Pod here, or their highest density rather.
Yeah, told you, man. Go to that pendant pod. It always has something for you. Until it doesn't, but so Digidude getting ready for round 2 on Moth. We'll see if Wolfie has better luck because he's in pod now. Or excuse me, Skullwoods.
Looks like Killer App is making a beeline over to Pod.
Yeah, I mean, as far as item density goes, he hasn't been in the Eastern. There's still only 3 items there. There's not a lot left, logically. And do you want to hit up, like, those single locations, like Agina's Cave, or the 1 item, or 2 items up on the mountain?
Yeah, I think the second best option after Pod would probably be Front of Escape.
Another unfortunate death for Digidude there. Let's see if he continues on. He's going to check that item there.
Oh, our tracker saying the Thievestown hint was that the hookshot was in the dark. So we have seen Dark Cross, so there's a pretty good chance that's Pod. In fact, I think it has to be Pod. I don't know if there's any other items in the dark.
I think it considers the old man as well.
Oh, that's a possibility.
But more likely, it's Pod.
Which then kind of leads to the question, where the heck is that lamp at?
It's probably right here in Pod.
I guess it could just be Front of Escape or somewhere silly like that.
Yeah, Agina's Cave or something.
Oh, lamp is on Desert Ledge. Okay. I missed that.
So the real question then is, where's the book?
Yeah, we'll need the book or the mitts and mirror to get at that lamp.
Yeah.
Alright, Digidude heading up to Skullwoods now.
So Wolfie has a nice Mothula fight there. So our bottom 2 runners not having too much trouble with Moth.
Yeah. Simo
has to be careful there.
Yeah, there's a few containers with hearts throughout Thievestown, but of course you have to actually make it there alive.
There's the mitts. So, and a tempered sword. Wow.
Alright, definitely some value in Pod.
So, how are we supposed to get that lamp for logical access is the real question. I guess maybe the mirror or the book is in front of escape or Gina's cave.
Probably. Yeah, there's that hint, hookshot in the dark. There's the flute, by the way, for Did You Do?
Our runner should have no problem navigating the dark maze, though. I missed one of the items that Killer App got. That was the big key. Okay. I think that's something they'll be correcting in version 31, is being able to see all of the items that you open in the dark.
Yeah, I heard that fix is coming, so that'll be really nice. So what do those mitts unlock? They unlock, trying to think, not much. Well, I guess they unlock the mire area.
King's Tomb. We would need... yeah, they do unlock my area. King's Tomb. That's about it. We have, of course, always fun. There's the hook shot. The always fun Smith locations as well.
Of course, Smith chain. They could get into Ice Palace with a fake flipper, but that would be out of logic.
Right. Pendant Ice Palace. You don't really want to go Pendant Ice Palace.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice gamble at times if you feel like gambling, especially with the 3 hints there, but you got lots of other stuff to do. I don't see any reason to go there right now.
Alright, so mitts, hook shot, and a sword all in pod. That's nice.
Yeah. So that hook shot opens up a ton of stuff now on, on Death Mountain.
Yeah.
So Killer App probably going to run over and... Oh, he's going to check King's Tomb first, then probably go activate that flute. And I don't see any reason why I wouldn't head right to Death Mountain.
I'd actually kind of want to check out the mire area first.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I mean, it's just a quick couple checks, but... So we got a blind fight for Simo. Not fully on script, but is able to power through it there.
Yeah, not solid fight overall.
Get a flute activation from Killer App.
Simo now heading in to grab the flute.
Let's see where Killer App decides to go from here. I mean, the mountain, there's so much accessible there. That makes the most sense.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with that old man. Did you do on half a heart? Got to be super careful here. Ooh, runs right into that.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't forget what those are called, but yeah, taking the death there, not fun.
Old man tipping us $20 for bringing him home. Curious to see how Killer App's going to route this, because the way he's routing it looks like he's going to, let's see, finish up with maybe, he's going to check these items here. Oh no, he's skipping Paradox Cave.
That's an interesting play. I guess he wants to do Spiral Cave first? Or is he just...
You don't want to go in the dark world because there's no way out.
Yeah,
He
like
doesn't
with
have
the
the mirror
mirror, you
yet.
want to... What I normally do is I do Paradox Cave, go up to Hera, then go down Spiral Cave, climb back up Paradox Cave, go through the Turtle Rock portal. Although with no medallions, there's kind of no point in doing that.
He skips Spectacle Rock. So the way that he's routing this is he's going to be skipping Spectacle Rock. I thought he was either going to make a choice between. Well, there was a hint for something in Paradox Cave. I missed that.
Yeah, with no mirror, it's kind of a pain to get both Spectacle Rock and Spiral Cave in. So I kind of usually just go with Spiral Cave and then do Spectacle Rock later as a one-off.
So I would probably route Spectacle Cave first and then head east and
Oh, I
not worry about
forgot
it
this was
later.
open, but we got a Pyramid Fairy check here from Simo.
Oh, this is a super early Pyramid Fairy. I like this.
Yeah, it's not in logic because we don't have that lamp for Eastern. So, trying to get the bomb dupe, and oh, he does get it. Okay.
Yeah, he's able to switch back on the 0 to another screen, so it was close.
Killer App finding half magic in the Tower of Hera big chest.
Always a nice item to have.
Yeah, for sure. And Pyramid Fairy giving us a bottle of blue goo, so a nice little safety, but no progression.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So where does Simo head after this? Going up to Catfish or no? Going straight to Pod, so that is the right play. Wolfie taking a death. I think that was on blind.
That's never
Yeah.
fun. And so there's the key to the basement. We saw half magic. Was there a second item we saw in Hera?
I don't think so.
See if he wants to head back. He does not.
There might have been. I might have missed it. Oh, okay. There was both items. We had red boomerang.
Oh,
Okay, so Killer App now checking Spectacle Rock. And there's our first medallion, Quake. And just a joke hint there.
not checking the Dark Death Mountain. It's a little strange. Also skips Spiral Cave and Paradox.
Yeah, I don't understand why you would skip Paradox Cave when you're going right through it, but okay.
It looks like he's heading back.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't attempt to bomb jump or anything. Just saved and quit. That was a little strange as well.
and Digidude taking a death to blind as well, unfortunately.
Oh man. All right, so Killer App really doesn't want to know what's in Paradox Cave. There's another skip of Paradox Cave.
Yeah, this is I don't understand this.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. It's a lot of items to be skipping twice.
Yeah. And it is Quake for Turtle Rock. So you can open that and read the hint. With no Cane of Samara, you can't do much else in there. Alright, Wolfie getting blind down on the second try, finishing on just one heart. So,
That was a close one.
yeah, a couple of rough fights there, but gets it done.
Killer App's going to give us a look at the hint here.
And
So
we
part of
find,
this, yeah, part of the Smith chain is not necessary. That's always a good hint to find.
yeah, especially when you don't have the mirror, and those checks are just such a pain to do. Simo getting that hint about Ice Rod is in the castle, so two of our runners now know where that is. So I'm now checking the Super Bunny Cave. And there's our book, so we had to come to Super Bunny Cave to get the book to get the lamp.
That's crazy. So what the seed wants you to do logically is to go to Pod, get the mitts, leave, go up to Death Mountain. No, wait, that can't be right.
Well, we had the flute.
Yeah, but okay, so there's the flippers, but how are you without the hook shot? How are you supposed to get over there? Because the hook shot was
I guess
in.
the mirror. Well, yeah, that's right. The mirror must be available somewhere then.
Yeah, so the mirror's probably a Gina's cave or front of Escape.
Yeah. So we'll see if Killer App is able to read that logic and go check those areas for that mirror.
Okay. And one of our trackers, it's a Dumo, is actually telling us Igino is checked, so I'm guessing mirrors in the front of Escape or over here in the Meyer area.
Yeah, it could be in Meyer. Or in the Meyer shed, at least.
This is interesting. So that book is locked by the lamp.
Yeah, definitely some weird stuff happens when you sequence break. Anyway, Killer App, again, check out Desert.
The flute was not lamp locked. He always helpful.
Yeah.
Very helpful hint there.
We got Digidude now heading into Front of Escape. So we'll find that Ice Rod and possibly the mirror.
I bet the mirror's in the Meyer shed. That's my guess.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that. Alright, Simo finished with Pod for now. Not going to go to Helmasaur. I wasn't counting the items, so I don't know if there's an item on Helmasaur. But either way, even if there is, it's such a long check that it's pretty common to skip. So there's that Ice Rod for Digidude. And we'll see what's in Zelda's cell. So if the mirror is not here, it pretty much has to be in Meyer shed, or I don't know where else it could be. You're gonna use some pots to kill this ball and chain guard. It's a bit slow, although it is kind of the safest strat. And just a map in Zelda's cell. So
all right, so mirrors in Meyer shed, like has to be, or inside Meyer maybe.
Yeah.
Like right now, so Chaz is discussing if the book is lamp lock. With the information that we have right now, the book is lamp lock. We don't know where the mirror is, so we're just going based off of the information that we have.
I think it has to be, because the only way to get to the book is with the hook shot, which is lamp locked.
Right. If the mirror is not locked by the lamp, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if the mirror is in Mire Shed, which we believe it is,
yeah, that's
that
true.
would change things.
Digidoo taking another death in the pod, or outside the pod, unfortunately.
That's rough.
Overworld deaths are never fun. Really having kind of a rough time with defeat a couple of the runners there. Alright, Killer App now going to check out Agina's Cave. Simo activating that flute, activating the shovel, apparently.
Yeah. Alright, so Gina's Cave's got that blue boomerang. And once we have the mirror, we have access to the lamp. So it becomes like a mute point at that point.
Yeah. Right,
basically, though, the seed wanted you go to pod to get the mitts. Leave, go get either the mirror. Yeah, to go get the mirror and then come back to get the hook shot.
And it is going to be Quake for Misery Mire, so we have access to that. And nothing in Mire Shed, so I think we got to go into Mire here.
Yeah. Let's take a dip in the mire.
Simo now making the mountain play. Let's see if he actually checks Paradox.
Right. That, we have totally forgot about that. There could be something good in Paradox Cave right now. That Killer App is completely avoided.
You know what else is open that we forgot about is Ice Palace.
Oh, that's right. Where were the flippers?
Flippers were in Hookshot Cave.
Okay. I mean, it's no fun. You pick your poison, Mire or Ice Palace.
Yeah.
Both are not great choices.
Okay, there's that mirror. Killer App gonna press on.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to leave right now.
Yeah, it would be very tempting, but he's decides he wants to be thorough. Because that mirror opens up a ton of stuff now.
Now you've got
Palace
Swamp.
fully clearable.
Yep.
We got lots of random mirror checks we can do as well.
Strangely enough, Killer App still hasn't done Eastern Palace either.
Yeah.
So what are we looking for? We're looking for Cane of Samaria?
Yep. That's it. I think. Yeah.
Swamp seems like a good place for that, I guess.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're going to look at Paradox Cave. It'd be really interesting to find it here in Paradox Cave.
Well, there's Bombos. That doesn't really help us. It'll make Ice Palace a little bit easier.
So Killer App dodging a giant bullet there.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to ask him about that if he does an interview. Because that is strange to just run through Paradox Cave twice and not check it.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Hey, 50 minutes. Killer App's in go mode. Wow. So he's going to do Swamp, Turtle Rock, and Eastern. This is going to be a pretty quick one for him.
I am so glad I did not play this seed because I would have left after that mirror.
Oh, he doesn't have Ice Rod. That's right.
But he does know. He did get that hint in
But
pot.
he should have that hint. Yeah.
Eden, would you have continued on in Meyer?
I probably would have, but I wouldn't have been happy about it because I am. I'm one of those kind of thorough players. When I go into a place, I want to collect everything I can in there. But I think that leaving would have been not a bad play at all.
Yeah, there was a real strong possibility of I would have left that. So pendant. So okay. So here's what the seed wanted you to do logically. It wanted you to go to pod to get the mitts, leave, go to Meyer to get the mirror, to get the lamp, to get the hook shot. That's the logic of the seed.
Yeah. So this is one of those seeds where doing dark rooms is a very important skill. Did you make his way back to pod now? I thought he was already in here. Oh no, he's making his way out of pod, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Killer app in full go mode, just skipping chests left and right.
Simo taking care of Tower of Hera.
I cannot believe that Meyer had both the mirror and the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
She's going to run through Eastern. You get a fully go mode swamp, which is really nice. You know, run into escape, grab your ice rod, and head up to TR. This is going to be fast.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be looking at potentially a sub 120 here for Killer App.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Let's see. Swamp will be a couple minutes.
Yeah.
He'll be out of
into escape to grab that ice rod, but that'll just take a minute or two.
So I'm guessing he'll be out of TR at around like 104, 105.
Yeah, I think depending on the GT big key, if it's like tile room or something stupid, you may not get the sub 120, but other than that, I think he should be able to do it. He's got tempered, he's got silver, so he shouldn't really have much issue with GT or Gen.
And Tsushima opening up Turtle Rock there. Wolfie clearing out Hera and Digidu. So he didn't, according to our tracker, didn't finish pod. Well, obviously couldn't finish pod. Well, there's no reason to finish pod, excuse me.
Yeah.
He didn't complete Thieves Town and didn't complete Skull Woods. Is that right?
I think. Let's try to keep an eye next time he menus, see how many crystals. Yeah, he just has the one crystal. So Digidude with some execution problems in Schoolwoods and Thievestown, is falling quite far behind here.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
There's a book for Simo.
Which is completely unnecessary, by the way.
Yeah.
This is one of those seeds where after picking up the book, I'd be thinking like, man, what does the book unlock and how is it helpful or not? I'd trick myself into checking stuff that didn't need to be checked.
Yeah.
So Digidude, I think, picked up maybe some potions. Is going to head back to Skullwoods and give Moth the what for.
Yeah, a couple of bottles should make this fight a lot easier. He's got the Master Sword now.
It'll be interesting to see if Simo, let's see, if Simo and Wolfie pick up Tempered, because I don't know if they're going to go to Catfish or not.
And this is interesting. Simo Spike Cave has no invincibility items, so this is out of logic, although I assume has at least one potion. Yeah. This is going to be close for him, actually. Alright, he made it, but definitely a bit on the close side. Killer App, meanwhile, heading up to Argus. Killer App has really, I think, followed the breadcrumbs in this seed pretty well, and it's really paid off for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes...
Go ahead.
Sorry? I was going to say, sometimes following the breadcrumbs can lead you astray, but in this case, that's really paid off. And there's red mail.
Yeah, let's just make it a little bit easier for him. I mentioned earlier the bow. It's one of those items where it's like, oh, you get the bow, let's go to Eastern. He avoided that. The bow really didn't unlock anything.
Yeah, Pod was not bow locked, was it? Well, wouldn't the mitts were on the bow lock
yeah,
side.
they were bow. Yeah, excuse me, they were bow locked. Never mind. All right, so he is going to go get his ice rod now.
Alright, so Killer App should be getting to Turtle Rock at about an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour and one. Turtle Rock will be 5 minutes or so.
4 minutes? Yeah, 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Digidude, meanwhile, got his second crystal now, taking down Mothula. And Wolfie picking up those flippers. And Simo is thinking.
Yeah, did he finish Desert? Doesn't look like it.
Simo not sure where to go. Opts to go to Kakariko and
I think he's going to do
maybe doing the Smith chain, yeah.
Yeah, and 59-17, Killer App is in go mode.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in no mode for quite a while.
Gonna stop off and pick up some potions. Interestingly,
a red potion. I don't think I've seen people when you have the option of blue, green, or red. It's usually green or blue.
I mean, he's just got plenty of money, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But yeah, Killer App should have a pretty easy sub 120 here.
Yeah, unless something goes horribly wrong in GT or TR.
Yeah.
This is very fast.
Sub 115 is like not entirely impossible here as well.
Yeah, I think it's like a big key, GT big key in like the first like 4 chests or so.
Yeah. Especially if you can even save a minute or so in Turtle Rock if you get good key layouts.
Yeah, if the front is key loaded, including the big key, then it could be really fast.
Simo doing the Smiths. I don't think we've actually seen this yet. Just a heart container. There's 300 bucks, so
When I'm opening chests in TR, these early chests, and I'm in go mode, I'm always like really disappointed to see an item early.
yeah. Yeah, the God tier will have the big key and 3 small keys in the first 4 chests. So it's pretty rare, but when that does happen, you can skip everything else in TR. You just have to go steal the key from the Pokey, and you can skip every other chest in TR.
Yep. Digidude's got the Smith, and it was just finally start using his boots there. Didn't even flute either. I'm gonna take the long way. So there's the big key. So we are able to possibly steal a key there. In this situation, do you skip the big chest?
I usually don't. Although I mean, it might be the right play. I think it's like 3% chance or something like that. So basically, it only screws you over when you have small keys in both the big chest and the lava chest.
Yeah.
And I think I read it's about a 3% chance of that happening. So it's a pretty low chance. So definitely, probably the right play to skip it.
Yeah. If I'm in issues here, I steal the key, skip the big chest, and just go.
And like worst case scenario, you just have to mirror back to the big chest. It costs you maybe a minute or so. Not even that much, probably.
Well, no, if you mirrored, you'd actually go all the way back to the beginning because you're skipping that door.
Oh, that's true, yeah. So I guess it would cost you a couple minutes.
I like to take the risk. I'm a gambling man.
But yeah, I mean, it's a 97% chance that it'll work out. So it seems like a pretty good gamble.
What is that bunny sprite? The Coke can turns. I could not tell what that was.
I'm not sure either.
I do like that it upgrades from a Pepsi to a Coke by the end, as Coke is the superior drink. He's not going to make the skip. He's going to do the big chest.
Hey.
It's rewarded with the butter sword. Does have to be careful. It's on 2 hearts. Good thing he picked up that red potion. And just everything is breaking his way today.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and you could have skipped it, obviously, because it was just an item. But there's our second key, so no laser bridge or killer app.
Yeah, so pretty good key layout in Turtle Rock.
So which of our three runners is going to make the play into Meyer first? And who's going to skip the Kate of Samaria in there? Because
Well,
that's what I would have
Simo
done.
seems. Oh, it looks like Wolfie's heading there now. So is Wolfie just going to check the Meyer shed, or is Wolfie going to dip into Meyer?
So 2 hearts, red male. Can't take any hits from Trinex here. Should be okay though.
Butter Sword makes this a pretty easy scripted fight.
Yeah, nice and safe and quick. Just 3 slashes and each head goes down.
And Wolfie is making a play into Meyer, so that is very good for him. Ooh, Killer App taking a hit. So that'll cost him a couple of minutes.
I spoke just
Luckily,
a little too soon there.
did take this door, so luckily it only goes halfway back to the dungeon. But yeah, that's going to kill any hope of a 115. But he's probably still should be able to make the sub 120. Alright, Simo finishing off Desert, saving and quitting. So that leads me to believe he's not going straight to Meyer.
Yeah, Wolfie is making the play, so he'll be picking up his mirror. Let's keep an eye on that, see if he stays in and gets that Cane of Samaria as well. So tempting to leave.
Yeah, especially when you're only looking for one more item.
Yeah, and you got Swamp available, which has a bunch of items as well. And
Wolfie,
there it is. He's pulling out the mirror.
Alright, well, that is... it's an understandable play. Makes a lot of sense. It's just wrong in this seed. And
100%. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Wolfie is probably going to last location that cane.
Yeah, I'm going to full clear Swamp now. Alright, Killer App back for some more. Gonna show Trinex who's boss this time. And as Killer App finishes up, we are going to play a little big key guessing game. We don't run a bot or anything for the dailies, but still fun to get some guesses in. So he's going to pick up his crystal here in just a second and go get your guesses in chat. 1 through 22 different locations that the big key can be in. I was pretty good at guessing this game during the league. During the dailies, not so much. EDM, where do you think it's going to be?
I'm going to say this seed has been too nice so far, so let's give him a late one. Let's say number 20.
When I was playing for the league, I always guessed either number 9 and 11, and it won me a lot of races. I'm actually going to go the opposite. I'm going to say number 3.
All right. Oh, Killer App heading into GT. Always feels nice when you're getting GT sub 110.
Oh, yeah.
Even after taking a death to Trinex, it's still a really good time.
So my number 3 would be is if he heads right. So there'd be a key in Hope Room, and then he heads full right. So he's going to go to Hope Room. There's the small key. There's the mushroom. He is going to go right. Should just pick the gamble on tile room, right? Simo gonna pick up his tempered sword here from Catfish. A little button press just to double check the map there. I hate when that happens. All right, number 3, ether. I was wrong. Number 4 is 10 arrows. Number 5 is 10 more arrows. Number 6, how about 10 more arrows?
Yeah, the room full quiver in that room.
Yeah.
So Wolfie is making the play into swamp. Probably gonna full clear this, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, it's not unreasonable. Kane of Samaria being in Mire is just mean.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you already found the mirror in the first chest.
Yeah. There's the key, some more bombs. Single rupee. And another key.
So that has been what, 9? Or no. Yeah, that was 11 so far, right?
Yeah.
So this is number 12.
Ten more arrows.
A lot of arrows. So if you ever have that situation where you're coming to GT and you don't have enough arrows, this is the seed for you.
Yes, it is. $300 for number 12. So didn't do the dark room of Pod? So looks like either Bob's chest or Ice Armhouse or possibly Tower Room. And so he's got to choose between Ice Palace and Mire. And he's choosing Ice Palace. Unfortunately for him, this is the wrong choice. Not a bad choice, just the wrong one.
Definitely, I mean, you feel behind, you want to gamble. And there's a hint for left side swamp.
Yeah, as Wolfie pulls those 2 items. And Seema making the play into Mire. Again, we'll see if he decides to leave after that mirror. Not Bob's chest.
So it's behind Ice Armors or it's Tower Room.
You had number 20, right?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
So 19, number 20, number 21. It's Tower Room.
He should have gambled Tower Room, just like I said he should have.
So we got a Tower Room big key. Let's see if anyone guessed 22. Looks like we did. Oswald of Kareem guessed number 22, so congrats.
Man, that sub 120 is looking rough right now.
Yeah, that's not likely to happen here, but it's still going to be a very nice time regardless.
Yeah, and Simo getting that mirror, immediately leaving.
Oof.
You don't see it often, but it's always fun when you do. As a viewer, I would say.
Yeah.
The biggest question I have is why you skip Paradox Cave.
Yeah, that was weird. Just a brain fart, probably.
So now he gets to do the gauntlet with red mail, gold sword, silver arrows, half magic. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, he's even got that red potion.
It's a nice magic refill there too. So Wolfie full clearing Swamp Palace there, getting his red mail. Let's see if he decides to do Ice Palace next.
Yeah, Digidude got a fairy. So, gonna set up for the bomb jump here, it looks like.
Don't think he got it.
No.
No, he doesn't have it yet either. I think that's it. Yeah, he's got
There
it.
it goes. Unfortunately, down to 2.5 hearts after that. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, that was rough.
And now he doesn't have the health to do it. Okay, he's got a blue potion, so that's fine.
And I don't think I've seen that. He bonked just too early and got hit by the fire bar, which knocked him into the pit. That's rough. That's just a rough go right there.
Yeah. Killer up down to 1.5 hearts. Does have that red potion, but probably wants to. Yeah.
Refusing to use it. Wolfie gonna finish off Desert here, and we'll see where he heads off to next. And I'd be so I know you're close to the end. I'd be so close to. I'd be so tempted to just fire off that red goo right now. I'd hate to take a death here.
Especially in this room, if you take a fall off the ledge and then the stupid fire bar hits you, you're gonna die. Digidude giving up on the bomb jump for now. Go up, switching to the mushroom. Was probably planning the powder there, but I had.
I think he
anyway.
Yeah, I think he forgot he had the mushroom because he picked it up in GT.
Oh, there's the powder. It was in swamp. Alright, Killer App now coming up to Aga 2.
That last room that he just ran through is maybe my least favorite room without the boots.
Yeah, the boots makes such a huge difference there.
It's like a double for the first hit. Fortunately, gets blue balled there. Only gets a single. Another blue ball. That's unfortunate. A nice double to end it off.
Yeah, I think that might have been a triple if it wasn't the last shot there.
So quality Agatu there from Killer App 23. I know Killer App's a pretty experienced runner as well, so we'll see if he... I mean, he could probably do Ganon without taking any damage. I don't know if he's going to drink this goo.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, why wouldn't you?
I mean, with temper... Okay, he is going to fire it off. He doesn't want to waste any chances of getting hit by something just sneaking up on him. But with the gold sword, he just 6 slashes for the first 2 phases and it's over.
Plus, it just makes the fight a little faster when you can tank a couple of hits.
Yeah. like right there.
Yeah.
So it looks like Wolfie is heading to Ice Palace now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, there's one arrow in. Just looks like we're probably going to be setting up a triple here. We are.
Very nice.
So just over 1 hour and 20 minutes, Killer App is going to finish. Go ahead and get your GGs in chat, and we'll get you an official time here in a second.
And Killer App is finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, 59 seconds. And that is good for first place on stream and first place overall in the race. GG's, Killer App. Very well done.
Yeah, Killer App ended up
wants to
skipping so much.
Yeah, so we'll see if he'll come in for an interview. So meanwhile, we have Simo and Wolfie in the unfortunate situation of having skipped out on the Cane of Samaria, which is in Mire, along with the mirror. So both of them found the mirror first and immediately left. So it's probably going to be a while before they make it back to Mire for that mirror, or for that cane.
Yeah, they're going to get all 3 items here out of Ice Palace, and then I don't know if they'll have much left.
And we're joined by Killer App. GG's. What a great run you had there.
Nice to gather out a seat once in a while. Feels
Yeah.
nice.
So the question I think on both of our minds is what led you to skip Paradox Cave entirely?
I realized I had forgot about it after I was going into desert. So it would have
We were
been
watching you there, and you went through Paradox twice and just didn't check any of the chests.
it'd have been easier to remember if I had the mirror, because first time I purposely went the right way to go to to Hera, and I just forgot about it.
Luckily, it didn't hurt you too much. There was pretty much nothing in there. A couple of heart containers, I think.
Yeah, the real question is, what made you stay in Misery Mire?
2 items, I guess, and the mirror, I guess. Well, I was honestly thinking it was a bad play, but I was right there, so I might I'll take a quick look. If it's an early big key, I might dip out. But since I was already in there, that was only 1 item, so I might as well do it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, 2 of the other feature runners both went into Mire, got that mirror, and immediately noped out, and they're now in Pendant Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after full clearing Swamp as well. I would have been in their same shoes. I feel like I would have noped out after that mirror, but you made the super right call.
Ice Palace would have been my next play. That was the only. Well, if there was nothing in Mire, I would have went to Ice. But
you would have went to Ice over Swamp Palace.
I mean, if the mirror, I since I got the mirror, I would have went to Swamp. But if there was nothing in Mire, I would have went to Ice.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
What about Eastern Palace? We noticed you put that off for quite some time.
Yeah,
I go moding it actually. You were the only one who go moded Eastern.
Mm-hmm. Well, I figured the early bow might point us over there, but it was since we had such early Dark World access, and then the hint in Thieves Town, I just got pointed elsewhere. And then
yeah, I think that's actually a really smart play. I feel like the bow so many times makes people think of Eastern Palace, but it only really unlocks 1 item in Eastern Palace.
Yeah, and I was really looking for that hint from Thieves Town.
How you feeling about everything, though? You got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, it was a silly death to Trinix. I should have used my potion, but
Yeah, I don't even think that's unreasonable. I mean, you had butter at that time.
yeah,
Your
Yeah,
shot
just-
just missed.
yeah, it happens.
Any particular reason you opted for a red potion instead of a blue one?
I didn't have. Well, I had a green potion anyway, but I didn't have cake or burn anyway to use if I wanted to.
I meant like before you went up to Turtle Rock, you stopped at the potion shop
yeah. I
and
didn't
bought a
have
red
any-
potion.
I don't know. I just went for the red since I only need really health refill.
Yeah,
I didn't have any health refills.
You did have half magic, so it wasn't a big deal. I just thought
Yeah.
it was kind of fun.
Yeah, that too.
So meanwhile, we got Digidude making the play into Mire. So now, if Digidude wants to catch up on the other two runners, he'll stay in Mire to get that Cane of Samaria.
Did you just see what happened with Wolfie?
I did not.
He accidentally pushed the block the wrong way.
Oh no. Luckily, that room just resets when you come
yeah,
back.
that's good. Killer Rabbit, anything really stand out to you for the seed?
I thought the lamp was pretty trolly place because it required you to get the mitts out of pod, go get the book up in Wolf Mountain, to go back into pod to get the hook shot by logic.
Actually, that's not right. It actually required you to go to Mire to get the mirror to get because the hook shot was locked by the lamp.
How?
The hook shot was in the dark.
Yeah.
And so to get the book, you need the hook shot or the mirror. Because the book was in Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah.
So the only way to get to Super Bunny Cave is either with the mirror or the hook shot.
Yeah, so you needed the mirror to get the lamp, to get the hook shot, in order to get the book.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The book. Wait.
No, you don't need the hook shot. You can get.
No, you need the hook shot for hook shot.
Yeah.
It was in Super Bunny Cave. You didn't need.
It was in Super Bunny
the hook
Cave,
shot to get that.
Right, but you needed the mirror. You needed the mirror to get the lamp.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
It's still silly, regardless of how you figured it out. It's super silly.
And Digidude, fortunately, is staying in Mire after that mirror, so this is really good news for him.
Yeah, he will have to make up some time, though, as he hasn't completed as many dungeons.
Sumo with a pretty quick cold stare fight. And just a heart container there. And I'm a little worried he may go back to Pod and fight Helmosaur before he gets back to Misery Mire. I don't remember if there was an item on Helmosaur or not.
Yeah, I didn't even pay attention if Helmosaur had an item myself.
Getting that ice rod hint is always really nice as well. That allowed you to go mode a lot of the seed as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I knew once I was ready to go into TR, I could just go get it or look for it and get it.
Did you see the hint we just saw on Digidude's screen?
No, I missed it.
It said the magic mirrors in Misery Mire.
Oh, lovely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a couple of rough spots for sure.
And we have only now just had our second finisher, Scion T, finishing in second place with 1 hour 29 minutes 11 seconds. So about 8 minutes difference between first and second place. So really, you really routed this one just perfectly.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of people left Meyer after getting the mirror.
Yeah, because mirror opened a lot, including a crystal dungeon.
Okay, Digidu got this can of Samaria. I just saw him mirror out after trying to go to the boss. Right, he still hasn't found the flippers or the flippers. He should hopefully know that the hook shot is in pod if he got that hint. But okay, I see why he was wanting to go to the boss. Okay, so Digidude does have the cane. Still has to get back to pod to get the hook shot and then go to hookshot cave to get the flippers. So it's still got a bit of work to do. But he's on the right track now. Shouldn't have to. Hopefully does have that hint for the hook shot. Meanwhile, Simo and Wolfie right now kind of on a wild goose chase. And they're probably just going to last location that Samaria.
Killer, for as open as the seed was, I mean, it gave you access to the Dark World pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was in Dark World less than 10 minutes in, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty linear. And did you find that as well?
Kinda. I'm sort of glad I did the, because I normally, like, when I first go into Dark World, I do hype cave over to the digging game, but I'm glad I went towards Catfish, because I do it sometimes if I have early boots, so it was nice to get that early sword.
Yeah.
Early Master Sword, too.
Yeah, and then you went from, I believe, you had Thiestown, Skull Woods, and then routed all the way over to Pod, which ended up working out pretty well for you.
Yeah, I figured it. Hookshot probably had to be in there, because with the early bow, it was like, well, yeah, it's more than likely it's in Pod, so it was easier out over there from Village of Outcasts.
And Simo, unfortunately, is going into pod. Gonna fight Helmosaur. So this is going to be several minutes of time loss. Wolfie, meanwhile, checking the Ether tablet. They are probably going to start running out of spots to look soon.
Yeah, I don't think there's a ton left.
But Digidun, meanwhile, going to start catching up a bit on crystals. Going to do Desert Palace. We'll be able to go up and do Hera. But still has to get that hook shot out of pod. Meanwhile, we did have a third place finisher, Ravis 10, finishing with 1 hour 33 minutes 51 seconds.
Yeah, if Killer App, if you hadn't died on Trinex, you would have had sub 120, and you already beat the second place finisher by almost 10 minutes.
Yeah. We were actually wondering if this could be a sub 115. Unfortunately,
that big lead location.
Yeah, that kind of made that impossible, but...
yeah, I think it probably could have if I didn't die in early big keep. think my PB is like a 108.
So Sumo taking down Helmasaur, gonna get an appointment here.
I don't think he has anything left. I imagine he's gonna have to make his way back to Meyer now.
Yeah, Wolfie now unfortunately making that same play into Pod. And Digidude now with the lamp, heading back to Pod, going to get that hook shot. And Simo is what are you doing, Simo? Please don't tell me you're going to Aghanim. You're checking Dark Cross, right? Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he checked. I would definitely check Lumberjack before doing Aga.
Yeah.
So there was a recent announcement about the main tournament happening sometime, probably around October-ish. Killer App, are you going to be participating in the main tournament this year?
Most likely.
Yeah. It should be a good one. It'll be basically a year since the last main tournament, so I imagine maybe a lot of people will be kind of refreshed. I know there was kind of a lot of burnout after having 2 tournaments a year. So
Yeah, and now take a little bit of break from the tourneys that are going
Yeah.
on right now.
But October, I mean, that's a good amount of time away, so I'm looking forward to that one. And Simo now heading up to check the Ether tablet as Wolfie is taking on Helmasaur. And Digidude making his way up the mountain will actually be in go mode once he checks Hookshot Cave and gets those flippers. Simo now back to the Mire area. Gonna check Checkerboard Cave. Interesting he hasn't checked this already. Went to Helmasaur first. Must have maybe forgot about this location for a minute.
Yeah.
Just fluting away now. Back to the Mire portal.
That was strange. He was right next to the portal and then
Yeah.
flew to the same portal.
But making his way back into Mire now, as Wolfie is as well. So this is shaping up now to be a very close race between Simo and Wolfie. And Digidude also about to hit go mode here. No, he's going to... Okay, check the Turtle Rock Medallion. Okay, going back for Hookshot Cave. This is good. So Digidude... So all 3 runners remaining going to hit go mode pretty close to each other. Unfortunately, Digidude still has... Hera and Swamp Palace left to complete. And so Digidude now is in go mode and says, I might as well take care of Turtle Rock while I'm up here.
Yeah, just has to do Turtle Rock, and he's got Harris as well, and then finish it all up with Swamp.
You know, we did have our 4th place finisher, Corried, coming in at 1 hour 37 minutes 23 seconds. So only 4 runners finishing under an hour 40. So definitely a lot of potential for players to be getting trolled in the seed.
Yeah, I imagine that Kana Samaria is what trolled most people.
And here is Cam Smyer for Simo. And puts a bomb on the chest. And says, okay, I'm out of here. And Wolfie can be right behind.
No time for bombs from Wolfie. He's just out of there.
There's nothing worse than when you nope out of a dungeon and end up last locationing your go mode item there.
Yeah, that feels terrible. Happens to me all the time, unfortunately. So I can feel their pain.
Yeah, and like we said, it's really not a bad play. It's you got a lot of other stuff open. It's just one more item left, but unfortunately, it's the one item you need.
So which of our runners is going to gamble on Turtle Rock, or excuse me, on Tower Room?
I don't know. See, when I look at someone finishing with time of 1 hour 20 minutes, I'm just like, there's no way it's Tower Room.
Yeah.
Finish that fast. But it was.
Been about 7 minutes from since our last finish, too.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Looks like Blaine just came in 5th place with 1 hour 44 minutes 33 seconds.
All 3 of our runners remaining here in Turtle Rock at the same time.
Yeah. So Simo and Wolfie will be heading over to GT right after this dungeon. Digidu unfortunately has a couple of dungeons left. Had some problems in Skull Woods and Thieves Town, so it took a couple of deaths there. So that's kind of why they're a bit behind.
Yeah, and I don't think they're very familiar with the dark rooms either, because they skipped out on the dark maze of Pod.
Yeah, that's true as well. So that definitely cost a bit of time. This lamp location was not kind for runners who not familiar with the dark rooms. And Killer App just barely making the sub 120 on the in-game time.
Digidude heading towards Laser Bridge. Okay, I guess opening up the safety door just in case they die to Trinex, I guess.
Yeah, just gonna skip over Laser Bridge entirely.
All right, that makes sense. So 3 of our runners choosing not to skip the big chest and are getting rewarded with the butter sword there. Where was Half Magic?
That was kind of early, I think. Hera Big Chest, thank you.
Oh,
Chat.
okay. There goes the second head for Digidude. Just got the last one here.
Gets the quick kill.
Yeah, that was close. I think another hug or two would have taken him down.
Yeah. In the meantime, we did have 3 more finishes pretty close to each other. Yoshi finishing in 6th place with 147 flat. Julo Ninja finishing in 7th with 147.13. And AK Drizzt finishing in 8th place with a time of 147.42.
So Digidude, instead of doing Hera, then it's just going to do Swamp first, and then do Hera before they enter GT. That makes sense as well. You have to make the extra climb.
Yeah, you have to make that climb regardless, so it doesn't really matter if you do Hera first or later.
Down goes Trinix for Simo, and down goes Trinix for Wolfie. And Wolfie actually did skip the big chest, so was able to catch up a little bit on Simo there.
Yeah, won't have that butter sword, but shouldn't make a huge difference. Right, Simo opening GT.
And Wolfie not too far behind.
Yep.
Let's see how they route this.
So SEMO into GT at 150.22. Wolfie in at 150.41. So about 19 seconds difference. So very close between them.
All right, no tile room for SEMO. Both runners heading right. Come on, Wolfie, make the play.
No, Wolfie skipping over tile room as well. So both runners will be last locationing that big key. Digity, meanwhile, heading towards the back of Swamp. Not opening any chests. Got silvers and butter. What more could you ask for? Wolfie going full right here.
So Wolfie went full right. Unfortunately, not going to work out for him.
I think that when it does end up being in Tower Room, it might actually save a little bit of time.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see how that works out.
How many times you've done a lot of races? I've done a lot of races. I feel like I could count on like one hand the number of times I've had GT, Big Key B, and tile room.
It seems to come in waves. Like sometimes it almost never happens, and then other times it's like it happens like 2 or 3 times within a few seeds. And it's like, yeah.
I wonder if you looked at all of the seeds and try to average like what number or what spot it's in the most. I wonder what spot that would be.
I've seen the stats on it.
Stelphos?
No, it's pretty even. Like all the chests where it can be have an equal chance of having a big key.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, every chest is a 1 in 22 chance basically. Alright, I think that is everything else for Simo, so he's off to Tower 1. So Simo is getting through a little bit faster. Wolfie under Rando Room. I think this is last checks before Tower.
It is. Yeah, since he went full right.
Wolfie, don't have time for any rage slashes. You're in a close race.
Like, rage slashing the King of Samaria is understandable because, you know, you skipped it and you could have had it a long time ago. But everyone's got to do number 22, and no one's gonna check Tower Room first. Probably just more frustrated that the seed goes on longer, you know.
Yeah, definitely. It's been definitely a frustrating seed. Wolfie gonna use that cape strat where you basically it's a little glitch. You just grab onto the wall while you're using the cape, and it does not drain your magic. So nice little glitch you can use in a few rooms such as this one. Meanwhile, we had a 9th place finisher, Shire, coming in with 1 hour 54 minutes 54 seconds.
Gauntlet time for the two runners on the left.
Digidu taking down Moldon, getting their 7th crystal.
Nice about that is right outside GT, so just get a mirror. And, well, hopefully they brought a portal with them. I didn't see if they did or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Portal back and open up GT right there. So Digidude makes the play to first location that tower room.
Wolfie just barely missing the 1 cycle on Lamno.
What's your prefer method to fight Landmo with the current equipment? You know, maxed out silver arrows.
I usually go with silver arrows. I'm not very good at it, but I mean, if I have like lots of with half magic, I'll often go for fire rod shots just because it's easier. But really, silvers is probably the fastest.
Yeah, I think I prefer the silvers as well, though. Like you, I'm not the best at it.
There's Moldorm 2 down for Simo. So Simo, I think, has executed just a little bit better in GT, so has increased his lead. But,
yeah, Wolfie did spend a little time raging there as well, which doesn't help. Understandable, but doesn't help.
So Digidude, unfortunately not doing Tower Room first.
Down goes Aga 2 for Simo there. Some frustration bonks to add the count to the bonk meter there.
Wolfie getting a convenient heart refill out of the Moldorm chest.
Yeah, that's always nice. Get trolled a bit here with that bumper. So again, with the gold sword, just 6 slashes here for the first 2 phases.
Yeah, using that hook shot nicely.
Sure have on Wolfie there.
Yeah, sitting on the pause menu may have had an interruption or something. Boom, Simo there, almost getting a Ganon hug.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Does get the double, and down goes Ganon. So go ahead and get your GGs in chat for Simo. It takes a little pause before he walks in.
Yeah. But Simo has finished in 12th place with a time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, 22 seconds. We also had in 10th place was Ace00187 with a 159.11, and Shiva Hayes 87 with a 202.56. Wolfie has moved on, so may have just had a real life interruption there.
Yeah, maybe a phone call or something.
Ooh, got a triple, I think, on that first one. Didn't get any there. Gets a double. And a single. So Wolfie now just has Ganon left. And will be the only one of our restreamed runners to be fighting Ganon without the gold sword.
Yeah, still able to one cycle phase 1 and 2 if you do it correctly. We'll see if Wolfie's practice that.
And we're joined by Simo. GG's.
Thanks. Didn't go so great, but at least it's finished.
Yeah, that was a rough King of Samaria location.
Like, I knew I had skipped the mirror, so I was going around looking for it, and then when I found the mirror, I just thought, because it opened so much logically, I didn't want to go look for the other item in Mire.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it a bad play at all to nope out there.
Yeah, we saw Killer App obviously did it first with his finish of 120, and so we knew that the Cane of Samaria was in the Mire area. But EDMI, as discussed, it made sense for everyone to skip it, and it seems like most people did.
Like, I feel a bit bad about it just because of how much time I lost because of that.
Yeah,
But I would
but
probably still make the same play in the same situation.
yeah.
Maybe if there wasn't a lot else left to clear, I would have checked around in there. There was also, I think, a hint for like something behind a hammer. So I was looking around for that, which I think ended up being just the Cane of Burnout.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. But Wolfie has now taken down Ganon. So let's get your GGs in chat. And that is good for third on the restream and 13th place overall with 2 hours at 6 minutes and 43 seconds official SRL time. Digidude, meanwhile, not too far behind, just got that big key out of Tower Room and is headed up the gauntlet.
So I just want to thank you guys for commentary and tracking during this. I know it turned out to be long for everybody else except for Killer.
Yeah, he really routed this one just perfectly. Pretty much all of his decisions just paid off.
I thought about going into Mire when I was there earlier, but I had so much else to do and it was a pendant. I didn't really feel like.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think it was a bad play at all. We're joined also by Wolfie Drag. GG's, Wolfie.
GG's.
GG Wolfie.
Yeah, so you and Simo were pretty close for most of it. You both kind of made that same play of unfortunately going into Mire, taking the mirror, and just noping out.
Yeah.
And then, I think you both pretty much last location that Cane of Samaria.
I mean, probably absolute last location. I checked everything else before that, but yeah.
Yeah. So that, like we were saying, I don't think it really was a bad play to leave Mire when you just got one item left there, and that mirror just opened up a whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of one of those situations where you think like, okay, there's just one item in Mire, and it's like, I got my item, I want to leave. So
Yeah, the problem was I played like 2 seeds before that, and I had a hint for left side Maya in my head. That totally got me out of that.
oh no, I definitely know that feeling. That hate when that happens.
Yeah. I think I knew after like the first 25 minutes that this will be a very bad one for me.
What gave you that feeling?
Like none of my plays gave me anything. Like the fake flipper was absolutely for nothing. I didn't find anything. I don't know. And my 2 deaths on blind, I just tilted the hell out of me.
Yeah, a lot of our restream runners actually had trouble with both with blind and with Mothula. So you weren't alone there.
Mothula wasn't my problem. The green potion saved me. But yeah. that was definitely not one of my better runs. I don't know.
Well, it was definitely it was not the easiest seed, especially with the item placement, and then kind of with their early Dark World access, pushing you sort of into Skull Woods and Thieves Town on a fairly low equipment set. So,
Mhm. And there was nothing there at all.
Yeah.
Nothing. And what was it? Of course, Pendant pot, as usual.
yeah, Pod was loaded.
Yeah, Master Sword, mid, hookshot. I mean,
Digidude now past Lamo 2. He's in the home stretch here. Has to get through these wizard rooms. Ooh, doesn't quite get the position of the Smile block correctly, but gets it on the second try. And got a fairy there if you can get to it. Okay, uses the boomerang. So that's a nice little health bonus.
at least it seems like I was the only player who said nope to the lamp.
Oh, you didn't even pick it up. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I saw the lamp and said, nah, I did every darkroom I needed, so forget about it. At least my darkrooms were pretty good. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, this was definitely a seed where darkroom was important, just because of if you couldn't do those dark rooms, then it was a forced double dip of pod because you had to get those mitts in order to get the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Digidude now on to Moldon 2. Getting knocked off immediately. Ooh, taking another spill there.
Does have to be careful. Doesn't have many hearts left. Did he pick up potions? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I think he's used at least one. Okay, gets Moldon down now. So, just has to get through the Hellway and then get to... oh, there we go. Nice health refill there. So he's good.
Yeah, that really worked out for him there.
Alright, so just Aga 2 and then Ganon. Ooh, yes, a triple there. Having a bit of trouble here.
You guys cannot get them lined up correctly.
Yeah, I think, like, for newer runners, I think sword spins are really the way to go on Aga 2. Like that.
Yeah. Even for experienced runners, I still do sword spins.
Yeah. No, I still use them a lot too. Sword slashes are a little bit more tricky to get off. Although the sword slashes, I think, make it also a little easier to dodge the blue balls.
Yeah, that's true.
But okay, Digidude now on to Ganon. Yeah, gets 1-on-1.
All cake from here.
Where did I leave that butter sword?
Turtle Rock Big Chest.
Ugh. Of course.
Yeah, looks like you were the only one who missed it. Ooh, Digidude getting a fire bat hit there. That's 2 silver arrows. Ooh, gotta be careful there, don't take a hug. Oh, I think he could have gotten a double there, but
Yeah.
playing it safe, I guess. But there's the last shot, so get your GGs in chat for Digidude. Here's the 4th runner on the restream to finish. And Digidude has finished with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 15 seconds, coming in at 14th place. So we'll see if Digi wants to hop in for a quick interview. If we have time, I think.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes.
But, so while we're waiting for him, what do we have on the schedule for tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern? It's going to be standard daily race at that'll be on Speed Gaming 2. What else? Do we have any? Are there any overworld glitch on the schedule? There is, although not till Tuesday, so never mind. I think there's also a spoiler log on. I'm not sure when or on what channel. But we are joined now by Digidude, GG's.
Hello, GG.
So, yeah, what did you think about that seed?
Well, I hate moth and I hate blind.
Yeah, a lot of the runners actually on stream had a bit of trouble. There was quite a few deaths all around on Mothula and Blind. But you managed to make it through. It was definitely not the kind of seed, kind of pushing you into the dark world with not a lot of equipment, just fighter sword for most of you.
Right. And
You.
it wanted you.
Sorry, go ahead.
It wanted us to go to Death Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, and that lamp placement, I think, threw you off a bit too, because it seemed like you didn't want to do the pod dark rooms, so you kind of left to go get the lamp.
Oh, I don't know Dark Maze in
Yeah.
Pod.
Yeah,
Agate Tower as well.
yeah. So that lamp location definitely was not the kindest, given you had
No.
to go into pod first just to leave and then get the lamp.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah. But to your credit, when you went into Meyer and got the mirror, you stayed and got the Cane of Samaria as well. A couple of the other runners left after they got the mirror and did not get back to
Ooh.
Meyer for quite a long time. Ended up searching all over the place for it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so that was a good decision at least.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I figured there's 2 items in here. This was the first one. That gonna be something.
Yeah, it's always 2 important required items independent dungeons. So always going to make for a weird seat.
Right.
Well, anyway,
And when
sorry, go ahead.
one last thing, when I was passing by Race Game, I was going, gee, wouldn't it be nice if we had boots?
Yeah. Yeah, always fun to get boots early. Well, so with that, I want to remind everyone to give these runners a follow. Simo, Digidude22, Wolfie, and KillerApp23. Thanks to you guys for allowing us to restream you. Our trackers today were Itsu Demo and Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna. So give those guys a follow. Thanks to them for tracking for us through this race. And my co-commentator, Fear Agent, and myself, I'm Etienne. So yeah, I'll throw it over to you, Fear, for the last word.
Yeah, thanks everyone for sticking with us, and hope you all enjoyed the race. We'll see you back here for some more standard action 9 p.m. tonight. Bye, everyone.
Bye.